go, here we go, here we go. Come on.
Alright guys, so I would say that it is probably one of my biggest mistakes from the past. When I train or I race, I only focus on one thing, that specific pace that I need to hit for me to hit my goal. And yeah, no matter what I feel, that's the main goal, is just try to check my watch, making sure that I'm hitting the pace. Yeah, it was very very stressful the way I train and race before, because I focus so much on one thing. So now the way I train and race is so much different. So what I do now is I put a range of pace when I train or I race. Let's say my goal for for the race is to run a sub 3 hour marathon. So my specific workout's gonna be between 650 to 720 per mile. That's my range for this workout, especially for longer workouts. I don't know guys if you notice in some of my videos that my first mile is always really a lot faster than my goal pace, and I don't feel kind of worried about that. And it's the same thing on the race, because this is how I train now, and every time I do this I feel a lot better, a lot more comfortable when I run. Before, it's because I need to run a very specific pace. I look at my watch almost every minute. Yeah, it's too much. And then the next thing is that, I said, that no matter what I feel, when I train or I race, I really have to hit my goal pace no matter what. That is probably where I got a lot of injuries from the past, because sometimes your body is just not feeling good, or when you train you put a lot of runs all the time, and then some of those days your body is just not ready to run that pace. Yeah, like I said, that's the way I trained before, and even if I was feeling uncomfortable, I would just keep doing it. And yeah, that's how I say got a lot of injuries from the past, because I have to make sure that I hit my goal for today, and no matter what I feel, that's the goal. So now depending on how I feel, I have a bigger room to just run. And if my body doesn't feel like that today, even if I run a little bit slower from the start, I know that as long as I'm inside of this, I can still kind of make up the time that I lose from from the start. For me right now, really the priority when I train is trying to make sure that my body's feeling good, that I'm running smooth and I'm feeling comfortable. Because if I really focus so much on that goal, sometimes I said it could result to an injury. And then last thing, specifically when I race before, I focus so much on my pace, and it's a very specific pace. And when I see let's say if there's a hill, I know that I need to push the pace to maintain this, because for sure my pace is gonna slow down as soon as I go up. A very stressful thing in my mind, I need to maintain this, so going up I need to push the pace so hard to maintain this pace. So now it doesn't really bother me so much anymore. So I know that I might slow down a little bit going up, but I know that I can make up of that time as soon as I go down, or you know, in some section I can slow, like I can be like 2 seconds 3 seconds slower on the hill, but I know I can make up of that time on the, you know, like flatter section of the course. Right now, like the way I train and I race, it just feels a lot more comfortable, and at the same time it feels like more natural because yeah, I don't have like, I don't really like look at my watch a lot anymore. And also before, I just did not have a very solid mindset going to the race because it's a very specific goal. So when I run the race, I need to hit this pace. And sometimes, you know, when I run a little bit faster than that from the start, it's hard for me to kind of like decide, like, should I keep this pace? I'm feeling a little bit better, or should I, you know, like try to slow this down and just try to like hit my goal pace. I just did not really have like that kind of solid plan going to the race before because it was very, very specific goal. So now, as long as I don't go a lot faster than the fastest pace that I need to run, I'm okay. It's because like that's the way I train, so I know my body that, you know, I'm gonna be okay for the rest of the race because this is how I train now. And what I noticed is like if I don't look at my watch and just really focus on my effort, I can actually run a lot faster and still feeling comfortable. It really like improve, you know, my racing. Like for example, the half marathon that I ran like about, I would say like few months ago now. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I was running way faster than my goal pace for that race for a big part of that race. But it didn't really bother me so much because that's how I train. And I just felt that the run was flowing really well because all I need to do is just to focus on my effort and I know that I'm gonna hit my pace. So it's just like that kind of like the range of pace where you can actually like have a little room to like really like run better, and it's more comfortable because you don't have to think that I have to run a very specific pace. So this is all for today, guys. Thank you again so much for being here today. I'll see you guys in the next vlog.